Howdy hi tankers, and welcome back. Right, today we're going to be looking at another one of the Founders Packs tanks, and this time it's the MTLS-1G14. This was like a bonus tank you got if you bought the entire Founders Pack. And I really wanted it, so I bought the whole pack. Quite a funky little tank. I have talked about it before in the initial Founders Pack video. As you can see, it's sticking out the turret. 2 cannons. I think this still is the only tank in the game with 2 operational cannons, and that might not mean much, but we'll talk about it and we'll see why that is so impressive, really. Right, so first off, look at the armour like I normally do. So you've got 38 on the front, 25 on the back, and 25 and 25 on the sides. That doesn't seem that good, but 38 on the front, especially if you angle like that, is enough to defeat pretty much every other tier 3 autocannon equipped tank, as long as they're not firing premium. If they're firing premium, you'll be very lucky to bounce anything really. But you do have the firepower to make them think twice about doing it. The sides are angled quite nicely, but it's only 25mm thick, so you want to hide that. And the rear of the tank again is 25, so you want to be hiding that as well. So this tank is one of those little light tanks that you need to sort of assassinate others with. You need to sneak up on them, try and kill them with one clip before they get a chance to turn around, and put some shots into you. And the gun this thing has is more than capable of finishing off pretty much every single tier 3 in the game. There are some tier 3s you might have to change up to premium, like those dreaded AMX French light tanks that are more like super heavies, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the packages. Right, so at the bottom you see that the autocannon is a tier 5 autocannon, and the reason for that is, well, first off, the rate of fire is amazing at 37.08 rounds per minute. Penetration with standard rounds is average at 45, but what makes this good is the rate of fire combined with the average damage. So when you're playing this tank, your ammo indicator will say you have 5 rounds, but because you have 2 cannons that are operational, it fires 2 lots of 5, so you fire 10 rounds per clip. And 10 times 40 is 400, and that's more than enough to kill pretty much every. I don't think there's any tier 3s with more than 400 hit points. So with this gun you should be able to clip every tier 3 tank in the game. Doesn't always work out though, obviously you might get some bounces, some ricochets and stuff like that, but you're pretty much guaranteed to kill everything in 2 clips, even tier 4 tanks. But there are going to be some tier 4s, even with premium ammunition, you are going to have to outflank, outmaneuver to get their weaker parts. The engine power is okay at 240, but this is quite a heavy little light tank, so it doesn't go particularly fast. Track traverse is okay at 40, turret traverse is 44, which is not bad at all, and the view range is okay at 320. I have fitted some optics to this just to bring it up a little bit, just in case. But what I didn't say is, well, accuracy is crap, but all autocannons are, and 0.47 isn't that bad for an autocannon, but the aiming time is excellent, 1.71. So this does really help you ambush tanks, and also if you just fire a couple of shots and move, you can then poke back out, and the aim time is that quick, you can just continue firing. And it's a really fun little tank, and I'll try and show you why in a minute. Right, it's a very quick look at the parts of the tank. There's nothing really that special about it apart from the autocannon. And I don't know, I like these, where are they? Get in the picture. They're either 30 or 50 cal Brownings sticking up out of it. Looks like ears, looks like a really angry owl. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, there we go. Like I said, very quick look at it because there's not a huge amount to talk about. And I'll try and show you why this gun is so special in a little bit of gameplay. Right tankers, we've just loaded into Ensk War. Really hate this map, especially for higher tier matches. I find tiers 8, 9, 10 matches on this map one team lemon trains one way, one team lemon trains the other way, and the team that lemon trained through the field gets held up by one tank holding the enemy's flag, and then the enemy's whole team comes down the other way and just shoots you on the ass and you die. But for low tier games, it's not too bad, and probably a good match for this tank because it gives you the opportunities, more opportunities to sneak up on unsuspecting little tanks and clip them, which is nice. Anyway, this tank can be fun. It doesn't particularly work very well on big open maps where you need speed rather than firepower. But for this match, clip 2 tanks and 2 clips, so not bad at all. Did take some damage there though. Remember, it's only got 25mm of side and rear armour, so you really have to be very aware of the map. That is the key to doing well with this tank. Map awareness. And not being a complete noob if you're aiming like me. That could have been another one, you know, that could have clipped him easily with that if I'd have aimed properly. Trouble with playing different tanks. Here we go, clipped another one, didn't even see what it was, have to look in the results, it all happens too quickly. There's a 1C there. That is probably the most fun of the Autocannon tier 3s, but this has more firepower. Doesn't always work though, as you saw there. So I'm getting a bit low on health now. I've clipped 3 tanks, but the ones that are left are a little bit more aware of what I'm doing. Well, which is unloading into a rock at the minute, but never mind. Right, if you can see from the map, it's basically me left in the town, trying to stop the enemies from flanking and capping. The rest of our guys are going for the cap. That's kind of exactly how it happens every match on N Squad. Let's see if I can get some more damage done. There we go, there's that massive clip potential. Even with some bounces, you can still clip other tanks. So the enemy's team have almost capped. There's one enemy left. There he is. He snuck up behind me and he gets one into me. I'm not loaded. Oh, if only I was loaded. May have had a chance of picking up the top gun there, but even so, not a bad game at all, and quite a good demonstration of the MTLS's firepower. 5 kills, 975 damage, and 0 blocked by armour. There we go. That is the what I was saying about the armour there. You'd have to be very lucky to bounce anything really. Right fellas, there we go. Quick look at the MTLS-1G14, the bonus tank you got in the latest Founders Pack. Was it worth it? Yes, very definitely yes. If you bought the battalion back, you got the T95E2, the AMX Chaffee, and this little beast. I didn't really get on with the T95E2 when I first bought it, but as you see from my recent uploads, I've managed to get my head around it, and I'm putting out some serious damage in that tank. AMX Chaffee is a really good little tank as well. It's definitely one of the most powerful tier 6 light tanks in the game. And this little thing, bonus tank you got for buying the other two, well worth it really. I would have bought this on its own, but that's kind of what Wargaming do, is a marketing thing. They get you to buy the big pack to make sure, and they put this in as a bonus to try and tempt people into paying more money. But I think it was money well spent. We've had a lot of fun with all 3 tanks, and I hope you do too. And I hope you liked the video. Please like it if you did, please sub it if you're not, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers guys, see you later.